Okay, so what's up? So we have somebody new? Do we have a newcomer? So, I pick up that you're hiding from me who you really are. So I pick up you're somebody that I met in my physical reality. A lot of people that I meet in person, it's very hard for them to find me, especially this channel. And especially because I have other channels that I lead people to other than this one. So this is kind of like my special channel. It tells me a lot about individuals when they find me here. So I think that I have an idea of who you may be, but I'm going to let the reveal unfold slowly. Okay, at your pace, whatever, you know. I feel like it's kind of weird from meeting me in person first and then kind of like seeing me on the internet. You know, it's somewhat of a different person, but not really. I'm pretty sure that a lot of things make a little more sense to you now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading for you. So there is something on your mind. I do believe it is about a woman, okay? I feel like there are a lot of women that are interested in you that you don't know about. I feel like when certain women, when dealing with you, it's like people want to put you on the shelf. So this is a situation to where if you were to get with a woman, then the other women that are trying to hide and trying to mask how they feel or what they think about you, they would be triggered, and then you would start noticing, how individuals are. It's like they're going to start to become attention seeking. Okay, so you have a lot of secret admirers, we'll say that. Okay, so you have a lot of secret admirers, but I feel like there is a woman in particular that you have questions about. Okay, what are the messages? I don't know who this woman could be. I usually pick up on things like relationship wise, romantic wise, but sometimes it can have something to do with family, like maybe a daughter, a mother, a grandmother, a aunt, a best friend, maybe your daughter's girlfriend. So So there's this thing, it's like there's like this craving for devotion. Okay? I pick up that it's kind of like you dream or you fantasize about. I feel like you're lonely. My thing is this is crazy because you have so many secret admirers, but they're probably not good options anyway, but you have a lot of them. But it's kind of like you don't know that you have a lot of secret admirers. So real personally for yourself, it's kind of like you consider yourself to be like a loner. I believe at this point in time within your life, maybe you have been looking, you have been searching for like this undying, innocent, beautiful love. You know what I'm saying? Something loyal, something stable, something sweet, something innocent, something soft, something very caring. I pick up something here about dote, like doting. You like when you get doted on, which means that you really like someone. You really like when people pay attention to you. I pick up that you can be very straightforward, but at the same time, there's something about you to where individuals have to study you, and they have to ask you questions. You know, I think that you go misunderstood a lot, and I think it's kind of been that way for a long time, like ever since you was a child, you know. So there's like this deep craving, this deep longing for someone, to find someone who truly understands you. And it's not just someone, because I feel like you have a standard, you know, but then there's a part of you that's relaxed about your standard. But I feel like when it comes to this woman that you want, it's kind of like you see her in a way to where she's more than what you could have imagined. You know, it's kind of like she's a big gift in a small package. There's something here too about an apology. I feel like the apology it's kind of like there's a situation that you're dealing with, maybe with a specific person. I hear a woman, okay, and it's like if something happened between you and this woman, it would be in your best interest. This is a different woman. This is somebody you have been dealing with. Something went wrong between the two of you, you know. This woman is not being very nice to you, okay? She's upset with something, and I think that she's being passive about it. You may also know that she's being passive, but one thing I know about men, you know, it's kind of like when when women start being passive, it's kind of like, well, why did she say that? Why would she do that? Why, you know what I mean? So you notice that this woman is acting out. She may not be acting out like forwardly, but it's kind of like subliminally. You know, it's, you know how people have inside things going on with each other. So that's what I'm saying. This is a woman, you know, you upset her, you must have been dealing with her. Okay, something happened between the two of you. It either had something to do with money, or it had something to do with y'all dealing with each other, you know. Okay, what are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? What are the messages? I pick up you're very strategic too. You know. There's something about the way in which that you move. It's like strategy and movement. You know, you're watching, you're paying attention even when people think that you're not. You know. So I feel like you're a deep person. You're different behind closed doors, or you're different when you're around people that you trust and that you love. It's like you're more of yourself, you know. So this may be situations dealing with work, okay, or an environment that you find yourself having to be in for whatever reason, or maybe having to be associated or affiliated, you know, different places, different environments. I see a home. I see a home, and it's like you don't it's like this could be you. I do pick up as you. It's like you don't like being at home because you're alone in that house. It doesn't necessarily bother you that you are alone in that house, but it's kind of like you really crave and you wish that somebody was there. Cause I pick up that you are in and out of your house. It's like a bird. You study a bird. Birds, they're in and out of the nest all day, every day. Like they fly back and forth so that it's kind of like you're a bird. And every time that you come home and your home is empty, it's like you anticipate when you come in, like seeing a woman comfortable, content on the couch, and every time you leave and come back, she's happy and excited to see you. Maybe, if you're lonely or something, maybe you should get a puppy. You should get a puppy or a dog, but whatever. I'm pretty sure you would rather have a lover. Okay, so there is a woman that you are visualizing. You visualize this woman. You visualize her in your life. You may even be taking initiative to clean up certain things within your life too. I do kind of pick that up here. So you have a lot of secret admirers, but then on top of that, you have a couple of, I see money being exchanged. So, you may pay to play. You understand what I'm saying? I picked that up. So, you have a lot of players, and it's not just you choose these women to play with for real reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, or somebody may be having issues with like, of course, all of them have some type of financial issue going on. You know what I'm saying? So you find that when they need you more, they appreciate you more, they treat you better. You understand? So you've been doing what you do for a while, okay? I used to be a dancer, so I know how the game works, and it's definitely giving me those vibes. I don't know if you go out to clubs or if you are, paying companions. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like you're trying to get rid of that. You cannot stop thinking there's a woman. You cannot stop thinking about this woman and you wanting to be with her. You see her when you come inside of your home. You visualize her sitting there waiting for you or coming to the door to greet you. You want to know if she adores you. I think because you adore her. I think that that's what gets you. So for this other woman that you have been dealing with that's being uncaring, I feel like she had this admiration, she had this adorance for you. And I mean, you really like that. And it's like she lost it. And it hurts your feelings that she lost that adore for you. She may see you as, she may be trying to make you seem as if you're a monster or something like that. I pick up, no, but at the same time, I do pick up that she does affect you. She makes you question yourself. But you are not her expectations. Because I pick up that she's tripping. It's like she's trying to be emotionally manipulative. You know, she may come off like she's hard and tough, but emotionally she's immature. I don't care what her age is. Emotionally she's immature. She you know, it's like she throws tantrums. She's throwing a tantrum versus just talking to you, telling you like what's up, how she feels, what she thinks. It's like she wants to be passive. She doesn't want to be vulnerable, but she wants to be mean. She may owe you an apology, but at the same time, you may owe her an apology. Okay? If you can't understand why she's acting crazy because she wants an apology from you, my thing is, I think that you're willing to do whatever you got to do to get this woman like off your back. There's something about her to where she will not let you rest. She will not let you forget about something. So it's kind of like to where everybody thinks that, oh, he's just this great guy. You don't know what he's done to me. I don't even think that she cares. I think that she's trying to just have emotional control. And obviously, I mean, obviously she has some type of control. Maybe that's because you care about what she thinks, or maybe you think that she's actually hurting. I pick up that she's married though. You know she's married. She may have confided in you that she's not happy in her marriage. Maybe the two of you messed around. You guys opened up. Things got real intimate. You guys connected. You saw a different light in her. You know, you were drawn to that light. Maybe that's during the time to where you saw some type of adorance within her. You know, you're giving me fatherly vibes. You know, it's like you see the world through eyes of dad. It's kind of like, it's like you're a very godly man. You know, there's something here about you and children. Maybe you want children. Maybe you want more. I'm picking up another child, not more children. Okay? So, I mean, whoever you're thinking about, whoever you're dealing with, I mean, it's kind of like you're seeing a whole new way of life. You know, it's like a refreshness. It's, you know, it's like a wish fulfillment. Okay. Right. So this woman, this is her. She's in your head, okay? So this is the Queen of Swords. So this woman is very, she's very intelligent. She's very wise, okay? She's very distant, and she likes distance. It's like she's tough love on the surface, but on the inside, she's like mushy, ushy goodness. It's ridiculous, like how mushy this woman is, okay? And it's weird because of her hard exterior sometimes, you know. So she's going to represent mental and spiritual intelligence. Okay, so there's something spirited about her. But that has a lot to do with the wisdom that she obtains too. You're doing research on her, okay? You're trying to strategize because she comes off like a little cold and detached. I think that you really like her, and I think that in your mind, to yourself, you think that you make it obvious. But to her, it's kind of like if you don't communicate to her, if you don't say anything, she's, you know, it's going to go over her head. Okay, so we have the Magician, Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Child of Painting here. Okay, so with this creativity card and this Three of Pentacles, this is going to represent, this is like a job setting. This is like a small job setting. This is like a small clique of people. Okay, I believe this is the woman that we were talking about that you're dealing with. So this is, there's like a small social circle or group that she has. You know, these individuals are not genuine with each other. I think that they all have the same thing in common, to where, you know, they lack emotional intelligence, you know, which means that they're emotionally immature. Okay, so if she's not feeling you, if she's going through things with you, then she's telling all of her friends to act and behave towards you a certain way. This is the immaturity. Okay. You're hiding, you're masking. You and this woman, it seems y'all kind of have the same energy though. Y'all kind of have the same thing going on here. Okay. So with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So the thing is that you dropped the ball within the situation dealing with this woman who's upset with you, or she dropped the ball with you. Okay. So she revealed herself not to be genuine. You picked up on it, but it's kind of like whatever she said, whatever she did, because she was upset within the moment, it just came out. She just felt some way and it just came out. And it's like nobody knows what she's talking about except for you. So it's kind of like she said something because she wanted individuals to ask her, well, what are you talking about? But obviously nobody asked her, nobody said anything. You were being protected with that. You were being protected with that. Because you didn't confront her or say anything neither. You just you observed it, and I guess you're moving accordingly. So she may owe you an apology for her immature behavior, how she's handling things with you. So it's kind of like she's being mean. It's kind of like, have you ever have you ever been in a situation or been the victim of a situation to where, let's say, you know, somebody was interested, they were into you, they really liked you, and they just were so in awe with you and just so great to you and so nice to you. And then when the feeling, you tell them that the feeling isn't mutual, now they hate you. That's a narcissistic narcissistic trait. How do you go from liking me so much to the point to where when it's not reciprocated, now you hate me? Your feelings are yours. So you mean to tell me that you only like me when you think that I like you back? So are those feelings really yours? Or are you looking for something with how you feel? Are you looking for something from me? Don't get me wrong, because of course when you like somebody, you want the feeling to be mutual. But if it's not mutual, you mean to tell me you hate that person now, but you just like them? You just like so much about them. Now all of it goes out of the window because, I don't know. You know, my thing is that yes, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be sad about it. I'm going to have to take some time out to myself, because I'm pretty sure, like, nobody, I mean, the rejection of it is going to make me feel embarrassed and vulnerable. Like, damn, I put myself out there, you know, and I put myself in this position, and now, you know, now when he sees me, he knows I like him. You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna act now? You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna act now? Like, what do I say? Should I not say anything to him? Should I not look at him? You know, should I not be nice to him? Should I not be friendly? Should I just keep my, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be going through those things. And my thing is that I feel like that's, this is what I'm saying about the emotional immaturity. You have to be real. You got to be real with yourself. This one, she don't want to be real with herself. She just want to throw a tantrum. It's like she want to beat you up for not want, because you're not what she wants you to be. I feel like that's what it is. It definitely has something. It's like she can't emotionally manipulate you. I think that she may have some daddy issues, or she had issues with her father. If she's married or in a relationship, there are things going on with her and her husband. But my thing is that when it comes to married people, after being married for so long, they get tired of each other. Everybody doesn't refresh or rebirth their relationships. So, I get where she's coming from. So this is when people have a tendency to start having affairs. And a lot of the times they have affairs with people at work because it's either work or home. When you're married, I mean, most of the time, not all the time, you don't necessarily have girlfriends that you go out with, because between having a family, a marriage, and then working, it's kind of tiresome. You know what I mean? So some people, a lot of people, they don't have any outside friends unless it's mutual friends that them and their partners share. Not to say that they don't have individual friends or individual lives. Okay, look, that's not what I'm feeling here. I feel like this woman is her home and it's work. So if she in between, she doesn't have time to meet anybody else. Otherwise, it's going to be suspicious. But this is how most people, when they're married, this is how they be having affairs. It's usually with people at work. So, because the outside of, the house is work. Or it could be a local convenience store clerk, or it could be somebody at the church, or it could be somebody at the whatever. Whatever. But, I mean, that's what I pick up for her. I feel like what happened between the two of you was definitely was a misunderstanding. But it's kind of like you observed her behavior, because it's kind of like you're thinking to yourself, you're probably going to misunderstand me a lot, and especially in the beginning. And that's okay with me, but I need to know, can you handle it? Can you accept it? So there's something about her to where she shows you that she can't. It's like she's not going to be able to respond to you in the way that you would want her to. You need patience, honey. You're a man to where you must need a lot of patience, and you need space to be yourself. Okay. So it looks like you're trying to be a little tricky about how you're going to, about what you're going to do about this woman that's on your mind. Okay. So I feel like you got caught in a lie. Either you got caught in a lie that has something to do with that woman over there. That has nothing to do with this woman. So it has something to do with the woman that's on your mind. So you got caught in a lie. I don't think that you know. You don't know. You don't know that she's caught you in a lie, okay? But my thing is with the emperor here, there's so much strategy going on here. It's like she strategizes how to protect herself. You strategize like almost everything, like when, because the emperor is the tester. He's always testing people. Okay? He's always testing people, and he's always 10 steps ahead. Okay? So this is acceptance. You accept who you are. You accept who you are, but it's just like, well, somebody gonna be around. I want them to be able to accept me. You know, I feel like dating for you is challenging. Be, because everybody wants to feel good. Everybody wants to feel you have a lot of people that you are aware of, and then people that you aren't aware of. You know, so there's something that you got going on that you're you have the attention, whether you know it or not, you do. So there's something about you to where you are very attractive to women. So um I don't know. I think it's the acceptance. It's like they see from you what you want them to see. Like you don't deal with anybody because you don't feel comfortable or close with anybody. So all the people in your life that you're dealing with now, everybody is kept at a distance. You deal with individuals when you want to. They see from you what you want them to see. While all the while, you're kind of testing things out, and you're getting your observation, and you're so whatever you lied about, this woman knows that you lied about it. So now she kind of has an idea. It's kind of like now her attention is on you. So I pick up it was like a little white lie. I don't pick up that you lied about anything crazy. It could be something small, like it could be something like your age. It could be something like maybe where you come from, where you were born, you know, how you got a scar on your arm or something like that. Something like that. It's a lie that can be overlooked, you know? But the thing is that you kind of woke her up to you too. You kind of caught her attention with that because she's in her mind, right? So she's just like, well, why would he lie about that? So it's kind of like you have you got her asking herself questions about you. Okay? I feel like you want to offer her an opportunity to. Is it the pay to play? You want to offer her the pay to play. So I'm gonna tell you she's not gonna be down for that. Okay? She's not. Let's should we tap into her? God says no. No. God says no. Uh-oh. Might gotta tread lightly, brother. God said, Well, there's something spiritually in common here. I think it's the magician. I think it's the magician. So I feel like the two of you are hidden alchemists. Okay, look at this. Look at the connection here. You see this star and then her star? Right. Okay, so this is the card of authority and father. There may be a toxic situation, but I believe that it has something to do with this work situation over here. Okay, this could also be maybe you're going through things with family. Okay, you could be going through things with family, like maybe your children or something. But it's really giving me this is like a work situation. So you have your armor on. What people see from you is what what they're going to see from you. So dealing with the toxic situation, you may have issues with your father. You may have some. So if you attract a lot of individuals who have like daddy issues, well, you have purpose in fatherhood too. That's what I pick up here. So now it makes sense, and I understand why. Like I said earlier in the video, to where it's like you kind of see people as your children. It's not you see them as your children, but you see them in the light in which that I just pick up, you can't help but being dad. You can't help but be, well, obviously, that is a purpose of yours. Okay? So you've embraced that a long time ago. There may be, but I feel like dealing with this situation with this other woman over here, it kind of triggers like something toxic within you, rooting back to your father. Okay, if you are having issues with parenting, I think you may see this woman as a resource, or this woman in which that can help you with something. So instead of, let me help you out here, right? Because that's probably why we're being blocked from her. I don't. There's about 3 people to where God has blocked me. God is like, no. I'm like, oh, you would tell me no. I never have ill intentions for anybody. I just be curious, right? So it's kind of like, instead of the pay to play, if you have things going on with your family, maybe you can offer her an opportunity to where she can watch a niece, a nephew, a child, a brother, a sister, a grandson, granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why you're doing your research too. You may, you may find something out about her background history. So if you know that she has experience in a certain something, then you can kind of finesse, because I feel like you want to get close to her, but you don't want to make it so obvious. You don't want to be so straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you really don't have anything to go off of. Like, how is it it's like you say to yourself, how, because you're trying to figure out what to do, the words to say. Like, I can't just go up to her and tell her that I think that she's amazing and that I'm in love with her. She's going to look at me like I'm crazy. Okay? So you're going through that. So you're trying to find a way as to how you can get close to her. The pay to play is not going to work. So, like I said, I feel like if you do research on her, you're going to find something, an interest or a hobby or a skill that she has to where you can offer her an opportunity to get close to her. Okay? Because I do. It's kind of like you want to get her away. You want to get her away from everybody. You want it to be just the two of you. You want like private intimacy time with her. You know? It's like you want that one-on-one. But you have some other things that need to be cleared out too. Okay? So you need to focus on yourself at this time. That's another reason why I feel like we being blocked, because you want to know too much about her when, you need to make it about you right now. But if you need help or assistance, I am picking up that you should reach out to her. She is like a resource. I feel like she's intimidating, she's not, it's like she's not easily approachable, or she doesn't seem that way. Okay? So there may be a little hesitation with that. And you know that she's smart. You know that she's clever. So it's kind of like, it's not necessarily being sneaky. It's just about being smart with dealing with her. She's going to ask questions. She may say something about something. Now, when it comes to this little white lie that you told, like, she doesn't care about that. But I'm letting you know that she knows. So, don't sweep it under the rug and insult her intelligence. But you don't know what she found out that you lied about. But you're going to find out. So when you find out, it's going to be like an epiphany. It's going to be enlightened. It's going to be very sacredistic. Right? It's going to be brought to you. You're not going to have to seek out, well, what would she find out I lie about? It's going to be revealed to you. And when it's revealed to you, then it's kind of like you have to go to her and you have to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? It's a little white lie. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It's nothing you have to be ashamed about. You could just, because I feel you may have been joking. You may have been joking. When it comes to this woman, you have to be careful. Just like I said in the beginning, there's a lot of secret admirers that you have. Nobody wants to say anything to you for their own reason. I'm going to tell you, their reasons are very egotistical. It's very disgusting. I don't even want to tell you, what these women are thinking, but to me, it's insulting. It has nothing, it's not anything sexual. It's like they're trying to hold you off to see if, they're trying to hold you off and hold you in case something a lot better comes along. But I pick up you're a good catch, you're a great catch. Like, these women are tripping. They tripping. They're very arrogant. They think that they're better than you. They think that they're more than you. You know what I'm saying? But obviously you got something that they want. That with all of that independence and false strength that they think that they have, they don't have the integrity to come to you and speak the fuck up. Well, I'm just saying. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords here, I told you, if it's like if they see you with another woman and you're happy and they see the chemistry between the two of you, you're going to be dealing with evil eyes, which means that you're going to be dealing with people's jealousy, envy, and hidden animosity. They're going to be evil eyeing you, meaning that they're going to try to be spiteful towards you. I believe you have already encountered this woman, this other woman we have been talking about, trying to be nasty and spiteful. So my thing is that when it comes to this woman, you want to keep things on the low, and you want to make sure that you let her know that. And if she asks you why, then just tell her. Don't try to hide anything from her. You're going to gain her respect by being honest with her. You know, cause you fibbing about little stuff, you lying about little stuff, and then you hiding what you've been up to, you know. You trying to clean up the playing field because you've been out here. It's like you've been being a dog. You've been roaming them streets. Roaming them streets. Okay, and it's like there's something different with her. You trying to clean it all up. You want to get it all together. But at the same time, I think that you have accepted that you are just you. You know? And you're hoping that she accepts you too, but right now it's glitchy. Don't do anything, just relax. It's an auspicious time right now for this situation. If we can't tap into her to see what's going on with her, God got something going on with her. So just focus on you and cleaning up things, cleaning house. Clean house for her. Okay? Clean out your house for her. Get all of that dead weight. Anything that could. My thing is, I don't understand why you're trying to get rid of everything. I guess you want to make an impression on her. That's what I pick up. You want to make a good impression on her. Okay. You don't want her to think and feel like she has anything to worry about. You want her to be free, open, and comfortable with you. You want her to feel safe. You want her to feel secure. Okay. Okay. So you're pretty serious about her. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? Ooh. Damn. I told you when that love bug hit your ass. You say what you will, say what you won't, but when love come in, honey, it's it's like shit changes. It's like you want to be the best. You want to be the best person that you could possibly be. You want, you, especially if you're envisioning this life with them, this happy, joyous life, yeah. Okay, so I pick up you a family man, but you're very fatherly, so, Okay. So, we have made contact. Okay? So, we're going to end it here. Until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.